What's up guys, Bluddshed here, bringing you the Lightning Hydra speed build for Diablo 3, patch 2.6.8 in season 20. Now I just got done streaming today and we found this Lightning Hydra build and I was so excited to share it. I just immediately want to make a video. What you do is just drop Hydras and blow things up and teleport around with Aetherwalker. It seems simple enough, but it's really fun to use like the mantled heal again in a different interesting way. And it is way faster than I anticipated. If you're like me and you like off-meta builds, this might be right up your alley. Or if you're gonna play the Typhons set next season, you might like this a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate it here shortly. So let's just jump in and show you the goods first. As you can see, I'm only using 800 Paragon. I'm on the season PTR. And all my gems are low, like 81, 77, right? So this is really low level, low bar testing, like that early season. You're just gonna pop all your buffs here, and then you wanna keep up the explosive blast. It's gonna keep up your orb of infinite depth, and you just port around. You don't have to reliance on Ingeom or anything like that. We're gonna look for an elite. And you can see like I didn't have an elite right away, so it didn't matter. The first kill, boom. We're also using Squirt's necklace, so we're getting extra DPS. And we have tons of shields as a wizard, so we don't have to worry about it dropping off anytime soon. As you ramp up, you just hit harder and harder. And I might go from lightning to cold. I've been going back and forth, but we have this extra slot here with a ring slot. So you can actually use a lot of different things. You know, the season really adds like a lot of different items. That look at the progression. I mean, it would be even faster with augments, obviously, or if you had, you know, more Paragon, higher gem levels. This is great. This is, I don't know why this is so much fun to me. Maybe because it's just, there's something different to it with mantled again and, you know, not being restricted. I can kind of go wherever I want. I can do bounties with it, anything like that. Pretty good progression on such a low bar. And you're tanky, like you don't even need like Gold Wrap or Avarice. Sometimes I do miss picking up globes, and you might be able to drop mantled if you get too strong. You might not need it. And then you can actually, like as you get more power, you can probably drop mantled. Drop the lightning portion. Is that a globe in there? Yeah. And then use like Avarice Band or something like that. There, wait for the procs. I mean, even without the procs, they hit hard enough. The mantled heal is just kind of like the icing on the cake, right? And I've been letting this drop off a lot. You want to keep up your stacks if possible. It'd be good to get familiar with this mechanic because this might be the build also. Like it might be in the push build for lawn. So pretty clean run. That's probably one of my slowest of the day. And I hope you're excited about this like I am. So you can see we're just porting around with Aetherwalker. It allows teleport to have no cooldown, but it costs arcane power. So a lot of our build is focused on getting arcane power back. One way we do that is in the offhand, critical hits grant arcane power. My crit is really low right now with this kind of hodgepodge set I put together on the PTR, so we're only 39, so you want to be like around 50. You also want around 50 cooldown and 50 reduced resource cost if possible, because we're using the Captain Crimson set, so it's going to give us just damage reduction and power for both of those. So you want to stack double crit, resource cost reduction, and cooldown pretty much everywhere. Even though we don't need it with Aetherwalker, it's nice to have that cooldown because it gives us direct like character power, right? I'm also using a topaz for more reduced resource cost since I don't need a cooldown, or life gem for that matter. We have tons of damage reduction. We don't have to worry about the Hydras falling off with the set. That's a big part of the set that's bad for pushing and why people favor the LOD version. Now this is still early PTR. This could change in the future. This set can only get better from here, in my opinion. So definitely this set is only going to get better for sure. You don't have to worry about the Hydras falling off because you're just casting them constantly anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Again, once you get strong enough, you can even drop the lightning version of the build drop the mantled heal and go, you know, any kind of ring you want, from Stone of Jordan to Avarice Band or anything. If you hate having squirts, you can go Endless Walk Set or something. But definitely check the written guide in the description for the latest version of the build, because it's going to be changing constantly, right? On the PTR, currently the Magistrate buffs your Hydra damage by 600%. I also have Tasker here, so if you're playing this in not Season 20, this would be different. We would have to switch things around, and I'd probably have to go Ring of Royal Grandeur here, and then wear Tasker and Theo, because Tasker and Theo is really good. Your Hydras count as pets, so Enforcer Gem and Tasker work beautifully on them. And then I'm using Molten to give us more shields. Speaking of shields, we got Galvanizing, we got Deflection, really just kind of pumping up the shield so we don't ever take damage, so we never lose our Squirts buff. Lightning Hydra with Paralysis, you need to have this. This is what stuns them to proc your Mantled, right? Mantled can roll up to 14,000%. Look how bad my Mantled heal is. So there's a lot of room to grow in the build. I could see this being great for bounties and T16 and just general purpose farming, maybe up to like around GR 100. I'll keep working on it and let you guys know if anything changes or we find any other better combos. Yeah, and then this works with Explosive Blast. Pretty cool, man. So here's some resource from Astral Presence. I'm using Familiar for the 4.5 Arcane region. If you're solo, I'd use Templar for the Arcane region also. Wherever you can get it, be really good. Let's see what else we could do here. Yeah, Ashnagars doubles our shields. Mine's only 84 currently. I'll probably cover the speed builds before I cover the push builds, and I'll wait for the final patch notes for the push builds because those can change dramatically. But the speed mechanics, I don't think will change at all, since it's only going to get better from here, right? They're not going to make this harder. They're only going to improve it and make it better from here. So don't forget, I have a weekly podcast I do. In the description, top comment. I stream 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday on twitch.tv/bloodshed. Twitter, twitter.com/bloodshed. All my builds are for free on Patreon. I always say they're for free because I use my Patreon page as a website. I just put my builds up there. You can check. I'm looking into getting like a Squarespace or something like that. But as of right now, they're all there free. You can check them out. I keep it all updated. It's like a build library for everybody. Anyway, I'm going to get some food. This is Bloodshed, and I'm out of here. Peace.